Hey viewers, welcome back to What's This Corner. Hope everybody's doing well. As for me, right now I'm dealing with a bit of a headache. I look like absolute garbage right now, but it is what it is. I haven't recorded in a few days. Family stuff going on, and haven't had the energy. It's a real part of life. And shit, this still isn't the video about the public autistic figures that I was gonna do, as I mentioned in my last video. No, rather, I was driving home from spending time with my kids today, and this video idea came to me. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna record something on this. And what it basically is as an autistic person, I feel like the structured work style is not made for us. People on the spectrum, autistic people, neurodivergent people. It can be difficult to focus and to concentrate and to follow somebody else's structure. So, yeah, I am beginning tomorrow, the day after I record this. It's currently Sunday, August 15th right now. So Monday, August 16th, tomorrow, I will be starting the final week at my current job. My last day there is Friday. And then I'm giving myself a few days, and I start a new job on the 30th. But to the point, the structured work schedule for neurodivergent people, I feel like doesn't work. And now, of course, I can't speak for everybody here, but we prefer to do things on our own terms, follow our own schedules, work at our own paces. The 9-to-5 job model, the Monday through Friday, work for a boss who works for a boss who works for a boss in a corporation, is made for the neurotypical. It is the normal thing that has been in place for a long fucking time. And it's a product of capitalism, and capitalism is a shit setup, if I'm being honest, and I'm probably going to get some hate for that, but it is what it is. But this is what I'm going to push. People on the spectrum, autistic people, people with ADHD, people who are neurodivergent, we need, I feel like, to essentially become self-employed, work for ourselves, find our own ways to make money, start a small business, create content, independent contracting. And while you still have some restrictions in place with like some of those, it does give you some more freedom to work at your own level in a way that makes you feel comfortable. I have managed working fine at the Monday through Friday office job for the past 12 years. I've done that kind of work. I've done fine with it. But that doesn't mean that I prefer to do that kind of thing. That's not me. And I'm going to continue doing that kind of thing for the foreseeable future, because I have bills I need to pay. I have children. I have bills. I have rent. I have car payment. I have to buy food. You know, all because of capitalism, all that, you know. I can still criticize the idea while participating in it, because that's the reality of today's society in the United States, at least. Other countries may do it better, but we're basically at late stage capitalism now, and it's not looking too pretty there, folks. It's not looking too pretty at all. So if you can have the gumption and the drive, and I know a lot of us, we have that hyper focus to start something. to make something that can make you money and pay your bills, do so. I realize the irony in saying capitalize on that when I'm just talking shit about capitalism just a minute earlier, but it is what it is. But if you have the ability to do a business venture, if you have the credit and the finances available to get a small business loan and you have an idea, do that. If you have that sort of equity, if you have the ability to do so. If you have an idea for videos, for custom artwork, for something you can commission, anything that you can make money off of on your own terms, fucking do it. Don't be a capitalist slave anymore. We need to stop being capitalist slaves. And this doesn't just apply to the neurodivergent people. This applies to everyone. What worked for our parents and grandparents in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, it doesn't work anymore. It's an outdated model. We put in 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 365 fucking days a year to be able to afford our car that we drive to work to make more money. We buy groceries for a house that we're hardly ever at. We pay for a house that we're hardly ever in because we are working so much. And that's the standard 40-hour work week. Don't even get me started if you're a salary manager. You're putting in 50, 60, 70 hours a week. No. And then by that point, your salary wage is lower than a lot of hourly wages. What are you getting out of it? Nothing. Nothing. Break free of the mold. Stop the 9 to 5. Stop this whole corporate capitalist slave working for a pittance just so you can barely squeak by on direct deposit to direct deposit. It's not gonna work for you anymore. It's not working for us as people. This generation, we're finding new ways to make money. We're finding new ways to pay our bills, to make ends meet. Have you seen the creativity out of some of these people? It's amazing. And they're getting paid. Not near as much as they should be, but they're getting paid for it. Am I getting paid for doing this? No, not yet. But eventually I'm hoping to. But in the meantime, I'm going to make videos to educate. I'm going to make videos to talk about the autistic experience, the depression experience, the anxiety experience, mental health, so that I can at least make a difference in people's lives. And eventually, someday, maybe this will be a job more so than a fucking hobby. I like doing it because I can do this at my own pace. I haven't uploaded in a few days. I haven't felt like it. I'm not going to get fired for doing that. I can still do things because this is something that I am doing and answering to nobody. It works for me and it can work for you. If you're doing a commission or something, yeah, sure, you are essentially working for someone else, but you are getting paid and you can kind of work a little bit slower. You don't have a board of directors to answer to. It's simply you and that other person that you're making the commission for. But it's a whole lot easier than answering to a board of directors and a chain of supervisors and managers and middle management and these people who hate their jobs just as much as you do, because who doesn't hate their fucking 9 to 5 job nowadays? It sucks. It sucks because we're not getting paid enough. We're getting shit hours, shit money, shit benefits. And what do we have to show for it? An overdraft in our bank accounts, late fees on payments, past due notices, shut-off notices, because we're working this damn 9 to 5 that doesn't appreciate us, that doesn't work for us. They don't pay us what we're worth. They don't give us what our time is worth. It's not what can we do for the company? What can the company do for us? What can our job do for us? I once heard Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I believe that's true. But does anybody love working in an office, staring at a computer screen, answering phones, or filing reports, or doing finances? Does anybody enjoy doing that? If you want to be a spicy accountant, be a spicy accountant. If you want to draw pictures for money, yes, do it. If you want to record on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever way you can get that money so you can pay your bills. It's so sad that we have to do everything on this whole idea of exchanging cash for goods. It's so sad. It's so sad. But we have needs, and we need to fulfill those needs. And we need to be able to make it. We need to be able to get by. And it's not that easy. It's not, oh, we can buy a house on a minimum wage job like we could 50 years ago. That's not how it is anymore. That's not how this world works. Things have changed. So, I realize I'm ranting a lot, but we, as neurodivergent people, autistic people, people with ADHD, and even people who are neurotypical, those not on any sort of spectrum, we need to break away from the mold of doing those things. We need to stop answering to the corporations that don't appreciate us. We need to stop answering to the fast food chains. Of course, there's always going to need to be workers in those companies because they offer a service. There always needs to be a service worker. And for that, I say, pay your workers more, offer them better benefits to keep them. We're always going to have that need. But if you have something that you can make money on, branch out with, even if you don't want to make money on it, if it's just a little bit here, even if it's not enough to pay your wages, if it's something that you can do to at least make you happy, fucking do it. Make yourself happy. Know your self-worth. And that's a whole other thing I'm going to get into on another video, is self-worth. Because that is so fucking important. But as for now, I've ranted for 12 fucking minutes on this. I'm in a mood right now. So yeah, this is something I'm passionate about. This is something I had to talk about. So, I do want to see discussions in the comments about this. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think. Click that notification bell to be notified of any future updates and future videos. But as for that, that is all for this episode of Wes's Corner. Thanks for visiting. Goodbye.